Okay, make sure it's actually recorded this time. This is Left 4 Dead 2 achievement video, sob story. This one requires you to get through the sugar mill chapter without killing any witches, and there's gonna be a lot here. If you don't know exactly, the sugar mill is the second level in Hard Rain. And starting off the bat, this right room always has special ammo. It always will have at least one case of special ammo. And it's a really good room to like get the achievement for the incendiary, killing 50 zombies with incendiary ammo. Anyways, onto the achievement itself. That was like a mini achievement in an achievement video. This one, like I said before, requires you to get through the entire level without killing any witches, and this is going to be the entire, I'm recording the entire level, all 13 minutes of it. So this is going to be fun, especially since I did this twice without recording it. Which really sucks, you know, I've been talking for 26 minutes straight. First time I just didn't really do it. Second time I forgot to record. Third time, I don't care if it's like terrible, I don't care if I forget like half the stuff I'm saying or forget to mention some things. I'm just gonna record I'm just gonna use this no matter what. Anyways, up to here is where witches start spawning. I do not believe witches spawn before that, but tanks sometimes do. And if you're wondering, this is on advanced difficulty, not expert, not easy. Although difficulty is a factor here. Because the easier the difficulty, the less number of witches will spawn throughout this chapter. So I'm kind of handicapping myself here, but only because I'm awesome. So this like first, I guess, hallway, it's not exactly a hallway, has two choke points in it. I like going through the room. Basically the room here is narrow, but also the main path, which gets narrow because of the pipes and that. Usually the witches are near the pipes, so you know it's difficult. I think you can take the roofs up, I never actually tried. I don't think you can actually take the walkways above to proceed forward. Anyways, this level has an infamously number of witches in it. So like if you're like don't know about this level and think like, oh wait, why is there like 4 witches in the same area? This has got to be like glitched or something. No, that's the entire purpose of this chapter. This is like the chapter's witch. This is like the chapter's gimmick. Just non-stop witches everywhere. One thing you really want to be careful of is shooting witches from distance, because it's hard to tell if they're simply a witch or just simply a zombie just like wandering way back there in the background. And another note is that the witches are the wandering type. They're not the classic crying, get pissed off if you go near them type. Although they still do get pissed off if you get near them, the radius of where they get pissed off is much smaller than the crying ones. So in order to piss them off, you practically need to be touching them. Stupid hunters. So that's the idea with this Horde of Zombies. It's gonna be sad to announce, if you haven't heard already, is that I'm not actually gonna be doing a main campaign run on Expert anytime soon, because the Survivor AI is infamously bad. in this game. If you hated the first game's AI, if you thought the first game Survivor AI was worthless, you have not seen anything yet in this game, because this game's Survivor AI at times can be beyond worthless. So anyways, right here usually has a high number of witches. They're usually on the walkways above, so you should usually take I should stop saying usually. You should take the lower pass. Although sometimes they spawn on the lower pass too. Also, if you think I'm being if I'm not joking that the AI is really dumb in this game, look at Rochelle and look what she does in the next few seconds. Just look at her. She practically just runs up and runs into a witch that's nowhere in the way. It's like 20 feet away and dies. It's like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god, really, Rochelle? And the witch that killed Rochelle pushes Coach into another witch, and he also dies. And I'm like, I'm just laughing my ass off because I'm wondering, what the hell just happened? No, you're probably wondering at this point in the video, it's like, this is a fucking disaster. Why am I still fucking playing? Why haven't I restarted yet? But you know what? It's not that bad, because even though the witches killed 2 people, they didn't die, and that's the entire point of the campaign. Oh, and stupidity number 2 is that I get smoked, and Alice heals himself. Not only that, it takes like 2 seconds to free me from the smoker once he actually gets there. And not only that, he doesn't even go after the smoker that was like 2 inches away from him. He's just pretty much like, hey smoker, you're gonna escape now? Okay, bye. So what? Oh yeah. The achievement is to not kill any witches. You can startle them, they can kill people, that's fine, as long as they don't die. And escaping does not count as dying. You'll still get the achievement. And just like in real life, if someone dies, they'll just simply respawn in a closet like 2 minutes later. Although on realism mode, they do not respawn in closets, so if they die, unless you have like a defibrillator and willing to go all the way back for them, they die for the remaining of the level. So there was like a horde event here. This was like a really terrible spot to hang out because the zombies up above, near the like low room that's like, I don't know, 4 feet above me, could hit me from above, and that was like really annoying. I don't think I went down, I guess not, but it just looked really bad. Looked embarrassingly bad.
I'm sick. I'm tired of being sick.
So we're almost done with this chapter. There's only like a few more parts.
Reloading.
Alice, the nice kid he is, decides to heal me. Yay. And if you listen hard enough, you'll hear that there's like a tank here. There's also like 2 witches down there. I think one of them is a witch. There's definitely 1 witch on there. I don't know if the second one. You can't see her now. She went behind like the building. So here I'm just like looking for the tank, and just like in the first game, the single player tanks only go after you if they spot you or if you shoot it. So I was just shooting randomly in the elevator because I thought it was going to be behind the elevator, but it was actually in the elevator itself. And it was trapped in the elevator. So it's like shooting a large hulking man in a cage.
Reloading.
That sucked. That would have been really disastrous though if I didn't notice he was in the elevator, you know. Just hanged out, like hanging out from zombies, trying to survive. The elevator comes up, runs straight at it, and all of a sudden it's like, BAM! Dead. So I like this corner here. It's like really close to the elevator. It funnels the zombies into two directions. Rochelle dies from spit, unfortunately. And then the other thing in Left 4 Dead 2 that's really terrible is that unlike Left 4 Dead 1, the first thing they'll do, no matter what situation it is, will always try to get you out as soon as possible. That's not a bad thing, but the problem is that while they're doing this, they don't do anything else. So for like the next 5 seconds, they're pretty much defenseless. They just pretty much get wailed on, and most of the time, everyone just dies. It's pretty much like a situation where if one guy goes down, everyone dies. Except for me, of course. But it just looks bad. So here is probably the hardest part, because this is like the one part I hated in Left 4 Dead 1, is like the blinding field. And thankfully the witch doesn't like hang out right beside the door, because that would have been just disastrous. So there's like a pipe in the middle that you should always take. It leads you all the way through to about the middle of the field and takes you away from the water so that you don't like move creepily slow. I don't know if I said if anyone's actually seen it in my old guide, but if I'm ever like in like a forest or anything that's pretty much like obscures my vision, my skill just pretty much drains. But here also what I'm doing is I'm trying not to like shoot higher up so I don't like accidentally hit a witch wandering in the field that I can't see. You just want to head straight to the gas station as soon as possible. If you have like a pipe bomb or boomer vial, this works wonders here because you can drag all the zombies out of it. It's almost done at this point. You just need to make it into the gas station. You'll get the achievement as soon as you get in the safe room in the gas station. And unlike Left 4 Dead 1, the gas stations here are non-explodable, so you can shoot them as much as you want if they won't explode. So the door's right there. There's just that one zombie in the way, and I'm done. That was Sob Story. That was like the longest 13 minutes of my life, and hopefully it's actually recorded this time, because I really do not want to do this a fourth time. So I hope you enjoyed the guide. See you later.